a lot of people I do speak to don't know what they want, and the response to that often by other people is, "It's okay, you're still young. You can figure it out. You've got time to figure it out." I think they don't know what they want because they pay too much attention on other people's lives and not theirs. They're not spending time meditating, and rather they're watching a Netflix show about the Kardashians. I give the advice because, again, like you, I'm happy that I know what I want, and therefore I've given myself enough time to try and achieve that. Like, right now, I have a student loan, which means that I have time to pursue other things that will get me closer to what I want. So I think it is important to know what you want early and to act on it. But people don't take the first step. So how do you know what you want? Okay, you've got to accumulate loads of evidence of stuff and then put them in order to what you find most valuable. But then people don't collect the evidence. And so how do you go about thinking what evidence you want to collect? Well, you ask yourself, what are you curious about? And then I tell people that, and then they say, I don't know. I don't know what I'm curious about. And then I say, okay, what grabs your attention? And then usually someone says X, Y, this does. But then they still don't pursue it. They get. I come back a month later from uni back down to where I used to live, and I'm like, did you go any further with this? And they didn't because they're scared to take action.
Yeah. Two things. One, when people tell you that it's okay that you don't know what you want to do, that isn't an excuse to be lazy and then relax and go, oh, okay, oh, thank God I don't have to figure out what I want to do with my life. No. What it means is it's okay, but you better go down the path of figuring it out. It's okay if you don't know, but it's not okay if you aren't trying to figure out what you want. And that's not a passive thing. It's not like you're going to be sat in some job that you floated into or in some uni course that you don't even enjoy and suddenly you'll be possessed by a new idea of this is what my life is about. No. It's through doing. It's through work, man. You know? Like, I tried so hard at my GCSEs and I don't think about barely anything that I learned in GCSEs. The 9 I got in physics, maths, chemistry, drama, none of it matters right now. But the process of applying myself and trying hard, I figured out, okay, I like learning. Okay, I like how my mind feels when I achieve things and when I go into a flow state on cognitively demanding tasks. Okay, I've got good now, so in my A-level class, I'm the guy that people comes to for questions about the work. Okay, I like how it feels to help people. Well, I like how it feels to talk about psychology theories with other people. Oh, I like investigating the mind. And hold on, this applies to my sport, which I've been training at for 5 years to a pretty serious degree. Okay, I'm getting good at that sport because of the ways that I apply myself mentally. Okay, maybe I want to be a professional athlete, and maybe I want to make a living investigating the capacity of the human mind to improve performance and mental health. Oh, I've stumbled upon what I want. But it only came from the many hours I put in learning fucking physics flashcards that I don't use now. You know? And that's why I say it never is wasted time trying hard at life. Never. Because something comes out of everything, even if you never take it into another stage. So that's the first point. Try. Like, how have you actually tried at your life? Because if you live in the world where you can listen to podcasts where two knobheads like us talk about this stuff, you're not in abject poverty, right? And if you are, turn us off and deal with the problem in front of you. If you're listening to this, then you have opportunity in life. And maybe you could apply yourself just 50% more, and in 5 years' time, you'll know what you want. So that's the first point. Second point, listen to this quote, Jake. When I heard this, it gripped my soul, bruv. It's from a Jungian psychologist called James Hollis. And he said this: instead of focusing on what the outside world desires of you, find the power within you that desires to be expressed and manifest it through what you do. That's the difference. And I only found whatever this power was that desires to be manifested through, like you say, following what grips your attention. Okay, learning about psychology made me feel good, right? But not the kind of good like eating cake feels good. The kind of good like, ooh, this is deep. This affects the way I think about the world. This could be valuable if I talk about this with a friend or my mum, and this could build my life. Learning about this thing, that level of good, and like follow that, make that feeling your North Star. That satisfaction from within. Because I put it in this context, right? If I could just get paid to do all the thinking and writing that I do, and nobody sees it or gives me any credit for it, that's fine, because I find it useful and valuable just through the process of doing it.
How does the thing that grips your attention become powerful?
You'd still do it if no one cared. Like, you'd love it so much that you would let it kill you. You know, you'd do it until you die.
The first big thing to do is to just read a book about something. Simplest way to bring it from something that takes your attention to something that you're curious about, to then reading a lot on it. And another big problem is people don't have the attention spans to read books, and it's that it's these things that are stacked on top of each other that then cause people not to start the journey, which is quite sad.